So this week we're going to start talking about parallel lines cut by a transversal. So our topic on this note sheet is what I just said, parallel lines cut by transversals. So we're going to go over a lot of vocabulary and then go over a few practice problems. So our essential question is, how can I find angle values when I know lines are parallel and cut by a transversal? So the first thing we have to do after we have that done, before we start doing any notes, is we have to name these angles and lines. So we're going to call this line right here, we're going to call that line A. And remember, we use script letters to name lines. And this is going to be line B. Or we'll actually make it line L. So that's probably a little bit easier for you guys to do as a script. And then we're going to call this transversal, we're going to call that N, line N. So we have line A and L are parallel, and N is the transversal. Then we have to go ahead and name our angles. So I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You also are going to need two colors for this note sheet, just to make it a little bit easier to find and identify things. So parallel lines, these are lines that never intersect. Kind of like railroad tracks. Those are never going to intersect. An example of that from our diagram up here would be line A and line L. So line A and L, those are our parallel lines. The transversal is going to be a line cutting through the parallel lines. So that's going to be line N, this one right here. Then we have what's called alternate interior and alternate exterior. So alternate means switching. If you alternate things, that means you switch. That's all I wrote there was switch. And interior means inside. So if we're talking about switching the inside, we have angles on opposite sides of the transversal, and I'm going to abbreviate so it just says trans. So they're on opposite sides of the transversal, and they're inside the parallel.